Sparks is a program to help Indigenous creators to be able to get more writing experience, to understand the form itself, and then getting them towards being able to develop a play, which will go into a play reading for a festival that QPAC hosts at the end of the year called Clancestry.
We as First Nations people having control over the stories that we want to tell, the way we want to tell it, when we want to tell it, and how we want to tell it.
Started a development program specifically focused on identifying and developing emerging First Nations writers.
So phase 1 of Sparks was all about developing writing skills. So it was more about your toolkit as a writer and finding out how you can best use that toolkit. So phase 2, building on that, was all about industry connections and sharing knowledge.
So we've had conversations from everything from style and form and play structure with one of our playwrights we've worked a lot with at PlayLab, Catherine Marquet. We've had Auntie Colleen Wall come in and do cultural protocol. So we've really tried to make it as a holistic experience as possible to give these playwrights the best jump into their career.
So it's respecting culture, it's Indigenous control, how you communicate and consult and consent, all of that whole process drops back into the rights of Indigenous peoples. Part of the truth-telling stuff that government's talking about at the moment is about how we tell our story and how we tell our story in our way, with the ability to use our language and the ability to use our responsibilities and controls around what we talk about.
What's most important to them right now is their identity, and kind of each of them kind of explore the notion of identity and what it means to be an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander person today living in Australia.
We're not all playing into what has been in the past that's been presented on stage, where we play into certain stereotypes, like we're all supporting each other and bringing our own life experiences to everyone's stories, so we're really helping each other in that way.
It's kind of throwing the big moments or the things that you really want and putting them on the wall and then starting to put them in order, and then you can start filling in the gaps because it helps you to kind of visually see it.
The plethora of genres and forms out there these days are amazing, and so many young ones are being brave and in kind of challenging themselves to explore a new platform, which is great.
Indigenous writers, Indigenous artists, possibly more than any other artists in this country, really need to be able to take ownership of their own work, and dramaturgy is very much about teaching writers to own their own work. So it was about teaching them dramaturgical skills for their writing, but also maybe some dramaturgical skills that they can apply to other people's writing and to each other's work.
Every time I sat down with Alex from PlayLab, I would have light bulbs. I think he was really good at reminding us that the work, all of the possibilities of the work are endless, and to not sort of barrel ourselves in too early.
It's gone from these so many different stages and all these different ideas. My process is all over the place, but to kind of lean into that and recognize that to not kind of write for a product, but to write the story, trying to explain it, and
you're focusing on those key ones.
That
tie those other ones together.
Cool.
Catherine Marquette taught us about story and linear progress of a play, and how you can play with time, and how you can stage it as well.
I can kind of keep plodding along for a while, and then it's kind of it was really helpful to then have Alex from PlayLab or an industry session to kind of spark my imagination again or get me really excited.
I feel like I think the synopsis of that part is also blurry, so if I sorted out the sequence of events and then I did what you said and kind of moved it around a bit more, it would probably be good, which I'm going to do.
We're all going to go our different directions and just continue to grow. I'm just really proud to be Queenslander and really proud that I can be here on my country and develop the work. So it's cool.
For years we have been written about, we've been spoken on behalf of, and it's really empowering now to see the next generation of storytellers actually put a hold on that and say, actually, we don't want to walk behind you anymore. We don't even want to walk beside you. You can walk behind us, because we have 60,000 years of stories, we have 60,000 years of tales and songs and dances that are there behind us and supporting us. And now something like Sparks enables the next generation of storytellers to create another 60,000 years of culture.